Coming up, Governor John Bel Edwards calls a third special session to try to reach a tax deal. Plus, former Vice President Joe Biden is in New Orleans today. We'll tell you where and how you can see him. And we have a look at the new features coming soon to the iPhone. WGNO News at 11 starts right now. Hello and thanks for joining us for WGNO News at 11. I'm Carla Pisono. Governor John Bel Edwards says he plans to call a third but shorter special session after state lawmakers failed to reach a tax deal last night. The House and Senate could not agree on what level taxes to raise in the budget year, which starts July 1st. If a deal is not reached by June 30th, there will be steep cuts to the TOPS tuition program, college campuses, the Child Welfare Agency, and public safety programs. Nearly $1 billion in temporary taxes passed in 2015 and 2016 expire when the new financial year begins. And a lot of people were excited for this. The lineup for Voodoo Fest is out. Headliners this year include Mumford & Sons, Childish Gambino, Marilyn Manson, Arctic Monkeys, Third Eye Blind, The Revivalists, Odessa, and many, many more. The festival runs October 26th through the 28th at City Park, and tickets are now on sale. And a lot of people not very happy about that lineup. Well, storms already in the area this morning. Will we be seeing more? WGNO Chief Meteorologist Hank Allen has a first look at your forecast. Hey, Hank.
Hey, Carla. Yeah, some storms out there with some locally heavy downpours already this morning. The good news is all this activity has been moving fairly quickly, so no real threat of any street flooding or anything like that at the moment. The concern through the afternoon would be as this activity gets a bit more widespread if we see training or repetitive development of these storms over the same areas. But at this point, no concern right now. But some potent activity here drifting mainly east and southeast. So you have some widespread activity up here across Franklinton to Bogalusa. You also have some more heading over towards Amite and then down into the Covington area shortly as well. And we haven't seen any severe thunderstorm warnings, but we have seen these storms just below that level. Keep in mind, severe weather has a certain criteria. Inch hail or larger, and then 58-mile-per-hour winds are larger. So if we're not quite to that point, you're not going to get a severe thunderstorm warning. But don't be fooled, these storms have still been very potent even without that. We've seen wind gusts of 40 to 45 miles per hour, which is enough to knock down some branches, that sort of thing. Also, frequent lightning with these, very heavy rainfall. So if you hear thunder, get inside, stay safe. Of course, bring the kids in if they're outside playing, that sort of thing as well. And while the activity is pretty spotty right now, we'll see it expand a bit more across the area, it looks like, as we go through the rest of the afternoon. We'll come back and talk more about that weather for later on today and also the rest of the week here in a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot, Hank. And speaking, of course, of heavy rain, the Sewerage and Water Board is preparing for hurricane season and heavy rain storms. The agency doesn't want a repeat of the situation that happened with the flooding last August. So the Sewerage and Water Board says it is hiring an on-site meteorologist for the summer to help them pinpoint which parts of the city are seeing the heaviest rain so the pumps can be turned on faster.
One of the most useful innovations that we've developed in the past 8 months has been the ability to see information from our pump stations, what pumps are on, how much power they're consuming, what's the water elevations.
And you're looking at a tour of turbines 1, 3, 5, and 6. Turbine 4 is being refurbished. The Carrollton Power Plant powers the 120 pumps in the system, and we are told to expect updates on other issues such as billing and hiring in the next few weeks. Well, the reward for information in a deadly double shooting in Laplace has now tripled. Investigators are still trying to solve the murders of 4-year-old Callie Mack and her father Cameron. The two were gunned down at their apartment complex last Tuesday as they returned from the grocery store. A $15,000 reward is now being offered for information that leads to an arrest in the case. If you know anything, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers. Former Vice President Joe Biden is in New Orleans today. It's part of his nationwide American Promise tour. Biden will be at the Sanger Theater tonight, being interviewed by journalist and New Orleans native Cokie Roberts. The show begins at 7:30, and you can get your tickets. They start at $49. Well, first responders in New Orleans now have the option to take free swimming lessons, which is great. Everyone should know how to swim. The YMCA has partnered up with the Hellas Foundation to make sure police, EMS, and firefighters are ready to jump into deep waters and save lives. This follows last month's flooding in downtown, which caused New Orleans police officer Brian Frank to save a woman from rushing waters, even though he wasn't a strong swimmer.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about, you know. I mean, I think it'll be a good training, a good asset to enhance my career, you know, because I'm pretty sure it's going to happen again, and I want to make sure I have the proper training to do what I have to do.
Swim lessons for first responders will start as early as next week, with up to 200 officials scheduled for classes. Well, events to celebrate and connect women are happening downtown this weekend. WGNO's Kinsey Schofield is live at the Jung Hotel on Canal Street with a preview. Hey, Kinsey, I am loving the orange boa.
Hey. Thank you, and I'm actually really lucky because I managed to pull away Feste Gals founder, Miss Diane Lyons. You look absolutely stunning this morning.
Thank you so much. This is the best day ever. We have remarkable speakers, an amazing second line parade with women. It's going to be our best 8th Feste Gals. Go to festegals.org if you want to know more. But
I love that. And so 8 years, how has it evolved? What are you most excited about this year?
Oh, well, I'm excited about, we changed the name from Stiletto Stroll to Step Up. It's the largest second line of nothing but women. Well, there's some men. We let our guys come.
We'll let a few.
Yeah, we'll let a few in. But we're raising money for the New Orleans Family Justice Center, a one-stop domestic violence center. And of course, Louisiana has a lot of domestic violence, so we're helping women. But then we'll also have a tricentennial Women's Day at the Jung Hotel, and it's going to be amazing because we have 26 different speakers. The price is very affordable.
Right.
It includes lunch and breakfast. And our last thing of the day is something we call Feste Talks, which is disruptive, fun, 5-minute talks. It's really great.
Here's what I love. I love that you said you were going to feed us. That's always my favorite thing. But you know what's so great is this is a huge event, but if you only have a little bit of time to invest, you can just buy tickets to a specific
You can
event.
come for just lunch. You can buy just that Tricentennial Day's lunch. We have a lot of women here that have connected over the years with other women, done business together. You learn great business skills. You learn more about self-care. And it's all important for women of New Orleans to connect, inspire, and celebrate. And that's what Feste Gals does.
And festegals.org, is that what you said?
Festegals.org.
All right, festegals.org. Hey guys, before I let you go, take a look at the incredible event happening behind me. I cannot fit into those outfits. I need a few pairs of Spanx to get into them, but a lot of fun happening out here. We hope you'll see us at Feste Gals. That is June 21st through the 24th. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Kinsey. And I think you would look fabulous in those outfits. I'm going to need one of those boas as well. Speaking of women empowerment, big changes coming to Miss America pageant. The event is scrapping the swimsuit competition. Women will instead be asked to demonstrate their passion, intelligence, and overall understanding of the job of Miss America. Former Miss America Gretchen Carlson, who's also current head of the Board of Trustees, made the announcement this morning on Good Morning America. The organization will also get rid of the evening gown portion and instead ask contestants to wear attire that makes them feel confident and expresses their personal style. Carlson also said the new Miss America competition will be more inclusive to women of all shapes and sizes. Bravo, love it. Can't wait to watch now. Well, President Trump canceled the White House celebration for the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles after multiple players said they will boycott the event. The president made the surprise announcement last night, citing the national anthem dispute in his explanation. Arlette Sines has that story from Washington.
At the White House today,